It's a goal for West Mead.
He's got plenty of space. Nice cut. He gets around the keeper. That's just beautiful. Beautiful. Alfaro could be in here on his left leg. Alfaro! Oh my goodness, it's a goal!
Round, but decide to use his college eligibility and come back for another year. There's a shot, a goal for Westchester. After all the Motown chances, instead it's Tiago Kanya who opens the scoring. The Iona senior makes it 1-0. Stev Kevin Thallinger as well as Mannon. In the back is Perugi. Has some space, takes the shot, and it sneaks by McLaughlin. Might have been shielded by his own teammates. And finally, Motown ties it up at 1. As well as Garnett now as Kanya comes upfield for Westchester into the box. Backheel flick towards Kanya. It's up Garnett on one side. Rosa steps up and puts it away. 2-1 Westchester Flames. Ball into the box, taken down by Adicheria, gives it up. The shot! There might have been a deflection. McLaughlin was diving one way, went right down the middle instead as Tom Cooklin equalizes. They're looking for a bounce back this year, trying to get back towards a national championship game as Cooklin upfield pulls it back. Cooklin with a shot. Cooklin with another goal. And Motown are ahead. But what a fantastic pass upfield that was. Coach. Ball given away in the box. Across. Hagen can walk it in. And seal the game for Motown. STA, Ethan Hagen. The Stevens sophomore makes it 4-2. To Wagner College, Hamline Field, which is where Staten Island ASC plays, but trying to avoid giving up a 5th goal. Ross into the box. Lucas Ross takes the shot off the crossbar and out. Offside flag. Or is that the offside flag? No. They're saying it's a goal. Voltaire. Nice header on. This might be a chance for Torgman. Torgman extra touch. Shoots. Saved. No, it's in. Off the hands of Michelle Paul Weber. Tal Torgman exclamates his debut for Motown with a goal. The Israeli national makes it 1-0. Motown get possession. Nice move around the defender. Ball in towards Hutchinson. And there's the second goal. There's the dagger. Motown will pick up 3 points tonight at home.
Opportunity here. The shot is taken. Left-footed and straight over the bar. Ball's punched inside, danger here. And it's a goal, it's a goal. It's a goal for Shannon Gales. Fed out, shot is taken, and it's over the bar. Odrin Murray feeds it out, and that should be the leveller to the middle. Barrett reads it through, races onto it again. A shot is taken, it's sent high, and it's sent over the bar, and it's a point. And that's over. Oh, great ball inside. Not sure why he stopped, but he did put it over the bar. He did put it over the bar, and that Brandon Sugrue lofts it in towards the goal. This could be a dangerous ball, and it's over the bar. And Rory Smith drives it over, and that's over the bar. That is over the bar. That was Maher's, and that's it, over the bar. And here comes Shannon Gales on the attack once again. Oh, this is danger for them. Inside it comes. It's a goal. It's a goal. It's a goal for Shannon Gales. The referee, it's back inside. And it's a goal. It's a goal for St. Barnabas. It's
From St. John's University, number 7, Miguel Diaz. From the New York Cosmos and Monmouth University, David Nagra. From Rutgers University, Ian Abbey. From University of Virginia and San Diego State, Jules Anderson. From Duke University, Kenny Hott. From Rutgers University, Nestor Cabrera. Number 27, James Watson. From Rutgers University, Joey Zielinski. From West Virginia University, Ryan Vogel. From UCLA, J.C. Cortez. And in net, from Northwestern University, Raphael De Leon. And now, starting for FC Motown, from Long Island University, Ben Asane Fall. From Rebel 2 and Ramapo, Joseph Fowler. Haitian National, Mowindo Germain. From NJIT, Danny Cordero. From Long Island University, Papa Sal. From Hofstra University and Houston Dynamo, Joe Holland. From Stevens Institute, Ethan Hagan. Haitian National, Jean Voltaire. From UConn, Elijah Hope. And in goal from Ramapo, Josh Schaefer. Please rise for the national anthem.
FC Monmouth is coached by Brad Crilly. FC Motown is coached by Dilly Duca and assistant Torrey Weaver.
You meant Jackson Lions.
Yeah, you meant Jackson.
Are we good? Yep.
Hello and happy Father's Day to everybody on this beautiful Sunday afternoon in Madison, New Jersey at Rangers Stadium on the campus of Drew University for this top of the table clash between the visiting Jackson Lions and the hosts FC Motown live on New Logical Sports. I'm Charlie Brooks. We hope you're enjoying your Father's Day so far, and this is a game which nobody wants to miss in the NPSL this weekend. Jackson Lions, they are sitting second in the NPSL's Keystone Eastern Conference, only behind FC Motown. There is a 5-point gap between them. A win for Motown tonight, and they could separate themselves even further from the rest of the pack, with FC Monmouth coming out of yesterday in third place in the Keystone East, and behind them the Atlantic City FC squad, which just lost last weekend to FC Motown. This is a Motown squad which has won the last two regular season and postseason titles in the Keystone East last year. It was a final against Atlantic City. This year, Jackson are looking to be that team that can put up a fight against Motown and get into the postseason for the first time that they have been in the NPSL. Of course, some of these Jackson players have had postseason experience in the NPSL back when they partnered with Atlantic City and FC Monmouth, but now lined up as the Jackson Lions looking for a postseason push. These two teams met once earlier this season. It was a 2-2 draw in Jackson. A late penalty kick from Ian Abbey on the day to salvage a point for the hosts. They will now come on the road and get all three, although against a tough opponent, as Motown will kick us off. Their starting lineup tonight: in the back, Elijah Hope with Ethan Hagen, Gene Voltaire. They also have Papa Sau, Danny Cordero, and Joe Holland in the midfield. Benisane Fall, Joe Fala, Moendo Germain, and Nate Zimmerman round out the rest of their lineup against a very strong squad for the Jackson Lions, with Miguel Diaz, David Nigro, Ian Abbey, and Jules Anderson attacking players, with Kenny Hott, Nestor Cabrera, James Watson, Joey Zielinski, Ryan Vobel, JC Cortez, and their goalkeeper in Rafael Ponce de Leon. Motown's keeper tonight, once again, is Josh Schaefer. Possession picked up by Motown. That will go out of play. That's Ethan Hagen, who sent it off of a Lions player. Hagen wins it back for Motown, looking to get through midfield. Holland to the outside for Zimmerman. And that will be cleared upfield. And it's Fala against Nigro, and David Nigro will come away with it. Fala playing center back again tonight for Motown, as he will clean up the mess, go back to his goalkeeper. Good touch, taking that ball down, but then given away. Motown looking for it in the midfield as Mo Germain will settle. Gene Voltaire, the other center back in the starting lineup tonight, as Fala looks for the long switch towards Asane. And De Leon will shepherd off his teammates and clear it upfield as Fala. His ball won by Nigro out to Ian Abbey, who's missed the last couple of matches, but gives a much-needed attacking jolt tonight for the Lions. Near side, Ryan Vobel, the West Virginia product, over to Diaz. Miguel Diaz outside the boot pass, but intercepted by the Haitian national Jean Voltaire. Abbey with the takeaway, far side, cross in on the ground. There's a nice chance in the box, but unable to settle it. Another cross, but that will be cleared away. Before that turned into high danger mode. That's Jules Anderson wearing the number 19 tonight for the Jackson Lions. Nice run through the midfield by Kenny Hott. Gives it up to Nigro as it tackled off of him. And Motown will get possession. They've yet to really settle on possession so far. A back and forth start as we would have expected between these two powerful squads. Jackson Lions coming in with 3 wins, 2 ties, and a loss. Their only loss to Atlantic City FC, who are currently sitting 4th in the Keystone Eastern Conference. There is a 4-point gap between Jackson and Atlantic City. So these type of games are even more important if Jackson wants to keep themselves in a playoff position. Only 2 teams from the Keystone East will make it. Nice build-up field by Motown. Ben Asane Fall in the midfield. His pass gets through, but Zimmerman picks it up. Zimmerman defended well, though, by Diaz. A lot of contact, no foul either way. Diaz comes away with it. That one dribbled out of bounds by Jules Anderson. Anderson started his collegiate career at the University of Virginia. Spent 2023 with San Diego State University, the Aztecs. Fala, good first touch. Showing a little bit of that striker tendency to get upfield as he lays it off for Hagen in the end. Asane Fall with a good turn. Gives it to Germain. Back to Papasau. He finds Holland with the run in the middle. Asane Fall just couldn't get the good contact on it. But that's a big chance for FC Motown early on. And Joe Holland showing his qualities once again. Seventh minute. Both teams with a chance, and that is a chance which you expect Ben Asane Fall to finish. But the ball just bounced up at the wrong height for him to hit. Anderson looking for Nigro. Numbers coming in support as Nigro is slowed down. Switch to Vobel. Played just 5 games in the fall for West Virginia before suffering a season-ending injury, but has been playing a lot of minutes so far this summer with Jackson as he was shepherded off by Zimmerman and then Fala. Good to see Vobel nice and healthy, though, for the Jackson Lions. as he was a good player for the Mountaineers before his injury, playing the first 5. These summer leagues can be really important for some of the top collegiate players, especially in the NPSL, where you're getting high-quality minutes against some veteran players, some former pros. As Ian Abbey is in, he's offside, though, and chips it over. We'll get a warning from the referee after doing that because the whistle was far gone by the time he hit it over the crossbar. Ian Abbey had 4 goals in the first 3 games of the season, including a brace against his former squad in the Philadelphia Union development team, but received a red card against Atlantic City and didn't play their last 2 games. So that's a much needed return to the lineup, especially with players like Jules Anderson making his summer debut. Ball back to Joey Zielinski. Jackson just trying to settle things down after fighting off the first chance of the game, although that's a bad turnover. Zielinski, though, picks it up himself, although unable to fully hold on to the ball as Zielinski goes down after the collision and might have taken a knock to the side. He's back up to his feet, though. This will be a drop ball restart. Switch from Fala again. That's a nice one. We saw that come off in their last game against Atlantic City. A nice quality to have out of a center back. As Cordero into the box for Germain. Jackson wanted a foul, not called. Now Asane Fall. Far side of the field. Chance for Motown into the box. Asane Fall, cut back, and it's stopped by De Leon. Papa Sal can't believe it. Neither can Mo Germain, who is the player trying to get on the end of it. The nice cutback. But Rafael De Leon, the Northwestern goalkeeper, able to take it right off of the foot of the Haitian striker. So that's now 2 big chances for Motown. Still 0-0 though. That one's taken away in the midfield by Sao. The Senegalese national then fouled Kenny Hott. Hott has played with a couple of the U.S. youth national teams. Now playing at Duke University, where he was a All-ACC freshman team selection back in 2022 and has been a consistent starter for the Blue Devils. He used to play for Motown under Sachi Hott, but the last couple of summers has been with Jackson. This is ball in, headed away by Sao. Follow will clear that one away. It's just a throw in. Throw-in was taken back towards midfield as that shot is blocked off the foot of Nestor Cabrera. Nice ball into Nigro, over his head though. Cordero trying to shepherd him away and did his job. Cordero used to be a midfield player for Motown, but under Dilly Duca has shifted towards that right back position with Papa Sao taking over the role that used to be played by Cordero, and Ethan Hagen playing in the midfield with Holland, the other of the three middies today, as Jermaine takes it away. Tried the through pass, didn't come off. The second ball over the top towards the Sane Fall. His ball in, and that went out of play. It's a goal kick. He was guarded by J.C. Cortez, the number 24 for the Jackson Lions, making his team debut tonight. Cortez from UCLA. Nice ball to midfield. Anderson trying to play it for Diaz, but Elijah Hope is there. And Schaefer will deal with it well enough, although it's given away by Hope. Hard ball to hit is Anderson. And it will be a goal kick as Hope came over. Elijah Hope, one of a couple of Motown players tonight, playing the second end of a club back-to-back here at Drew University. Last night, the USL League 2 squad beat Hudson Valley Hammers 4-0 with Eric Ruiz, who's on the bench tonight, starting. Last night, Elijah Hope was on the bench last night, and Nate Zimmerman was on the bench. All three of them played some minutes for Motown STA, the other Motown squad. They also have a U23 program, which was down in Pennsylvania this weekend for tournament season. A busy summer for FC Motown with all of the teams that they have, but recruiting some of the best players around the country for good reason based off the brand that they have had over the last couple of years, including NPSL national champions in the summer of 2022 and regional runners-up in 2023. Fala gets around a couple players, still on the run, shoulders off the defender. Fala still on it, and finally it will be put out of play after the long run upfield by Joe Fala. It was James Watson that came over. Fala will stay upfield for the long throw. So both center backs for Motown now upfield with Gene Voltaire coming into the box. It's Danny Cordero and Elijah Hope who are the two back. Header flicked on by Jermaine. And Motown might get caught out now. Diaz runs into a host of Motown players. No foul called. And then Dave Nigro takes ball and player. No call. Referees letting the players be a little physical tonight. Fala is crouched down after his run back. Motown don't necessarily have a backup center back. The signal is that Fala is looking for some water. Not a super hot day today in Madison, New Jersey, but a little bit of humidity, which might be affecting Fala currently, as he will come off the field in the 17th minute to get a little bit of water. So Motown will be a player down for a little bit as Fala throws the water bottle down, and we're back to 11v11. Goal kick is the call from the far side AR. 17th minute, both teams with some good chances. Jules Anderson had a chance early on, but couldn't settle the ball in front of him, and Motown have had a couple of chances as there's a Sane fall into the box. The shot, side netting. He had Holland running towards the 6-yard box, but took it himself. It's another warning shot from the hosts. Benasane Fall and Mo Germain have both had a hot start to this summer of 2024, with Benasane Fall scoring 5 goals in Motown's first 6 games, including a brace against FC Monmouth that was at Montclair State University. Last time out, though, for Motown, it was James Hutchinson scoring Motown's second goal, and Tal Torjiman, who made his club debut last weekend, he scored the opener against Atlantic City, what was another of this huge stretch of back-to-back home games for Motown as Schaefer comes out and beats Diaz to the ball. Nice run from Diaz. The St. John's sophomore attacker had 1 goal, 9 assists in 2023 for the team out of the Big East. As Sal overhit that one. Although Fall does get it. Cordero back to Zimmerman. Zimmerman takes the shot blocked. Rebound is still there, and Holland puts it over. For Holland, it's also a back-to-back. He played yesterday at the USA ASA Amateur Cup. Tonight playing for FC Motown in the NPSL. As that's a nice ball over the top for Holland. Hagen outside to Germain. Defended closely by Vobel. On the ground ball. And Holland will go pick it up. Good defensive job so far by the visiting Lions. Although they've conceded a couple of chances, none too big. Even when there have been big chances, it has been their defensive line and goalkeeper have come up to make some big stops. De Leon with 2 saves so far. That's a nice switch to Vobel all the way across the field. Nigro, who hasn't been involved too much tonight offensively. Hope's throw in intercepted, and Hagen will let Hott claim it uncontested. Ball over to Diaz. Has some space, taking on Hope. Gets around the defender. Hope recovers and concedes the corner kick. It was Jules Anderson making the run into the box. But Elijah Hope doing a good job getting back and ensuring no assist for Diaz. This Jackson squad coming off a 4-3 win last weekend over the Philadelphia Union Development Squad. A brace from Jacob Rubenstein. 1 goal for Nigro and Aiden Tassoni. As Kenny Hott will take the corner. Good service, although headed away. The half volley chance from Abbey, and it's cleared. Motown on the counter with numbers in attack. Cordero up to Holland. Holland up towards Zimmerman. Has a couple players with him, and it's just out of the reach of Jermaine and just out of the reach of De Leon as it goes behind for a corner, or for a goal kick, actually. Right idea, but maybe with Cordero making the run with him, could have attempted the back heel flick. That pass from Asane Fall didn't come off. Falla missed. Jackson will try and take advantage of a out of position Motown right now. Is offside again is Ian Abbey. The Rutgers University junior not happy with that call. Second time tonight that the flag has gone up against him. Second ball won by Jackson. Pressure being put on. No foul called as Zimmerman lays it off for Jermaine. Coach Duca's squad being patient in the attack is a nice ball, but better interception. Looking for the through ball as there's a foul called. Nice ball upfield after the free kick. Ian Abbey tackled off of it by Cordero. Abbey wants the call, but it was more ball than player according to the referee. Holland to Jermaine. He has Zimmerman to the outside, takes it himself, and an ambitious shot goes high and wide. Jermaine has 1 goal so far this summer. That came against Monmouth in their 4-0 win. Motown also has a 2-0 win against the Philadelphia Union. That was here at Drew. A 3-0 win at the Westchester Predators, and their other win against Atlantic City, who they have done the double over this season. Jules Anderson into the box, over hits his cross. Although Abbey is there to help Jackson hold on to it. Kenny Hott with the long ambitious shot. His goes wide. Both teams just struggling to find that little bit of space in some of their attacks, having to shoot from outside the box for each side on their last chances. Schaefer has some fantastic service, but Kenny Hott takes it away midfield. He's tackled down by Sau, and this is very good free kick position. Josh Schaefer staring into the sun. It'll be at the backs of the Jackson Lions attackers as Kenny Hott and David Nigro are the two standing over it currently. Three-man wall of Benisane Fall, Mo Germain, and Joe Fala. Schaefer guarding his eyes in the sun. The shot just over, though. It's a real dangerous spot for a free kick with the sun setting. You have one side of the field which is fully engulfed in shade, but the other side is still in the sun, and Schaefer took a step to his left. That shot went to his right, so lucky that it was off target, or else he was flat-footed. Good chance from David Nigro. Fala underhit it. The shot from Nigro is a goal. Joe Fala showing some inexperience at center back, trying to go back to Schaefer, and David Nigro takes advantage and scores the game's opening goal. That's a play that you expect a center back to make, but Fala, naturally a forward, just couldn't get enough contact on the header. A little bit of a discussion still going on between Fala and Schaefer on what the goalie wanted him to do in that situation. So for all the chances for Motown in this first half, it is them trailing to the Lions. Zimmerman's ball taken by De Leon. 30 minutes played, 1-0 Jackson. The conference leaders trailing in this essentially 6-point matchup as Ian Abbey has a couple of runners with him. Finds Nigro again. His shot saved by Schaefer. Almost a couple of minute brace for David Nigro, but Josh Schaefer makes himself big and got two hands on it to push it over his crossbar. Just the smallest of mistakes can shift momentum drastically, and that's what we've seen after the goal. Ensuing corner. Header up, out of the box by Zimmerman, taken down by Fall. We'll try and get up to Germain. That's a nice job by Mo Germain. He might be in. Vobel trying to get back defensively. The cross to Zimmerman, takes it down, takes the shot and scores! Right off the counter. It all started with Nate Zimmerman in one box, and it ends on the other end with Nate Zimmerman finishing. The first touch wasn't the best from Nate Zimmerman, but what matters is he finds the back of the net. Mo Germain with a fantastic solo ball to himself to get upfield, and then a better cross.
Assist, Mowindo Germain.
So, Josh Schaefer with a fantastic save to keep it 1-0. And after the corner kick, it's 1-1 the other way. That's a bad giveaway, but Jules Anderson will recover only enough to send it out for a throw. That is what makes this Motown side so dangerous. Even when they might be on the back foot, they can come on a counterattack, and they have the pace to pick you apart. As Jermaine, or that's Fall actually, getting it to Cordero. Danny Cordero will go backwards to Sau. Give and go. And that will go behind for a corner kick. Cannot speak more highly about that decision from Mo Germain to round his defender with the ball, as he was already going on full sprint with the defender trying to get back. That just caught Jackson Lyons out, and then he had the presence of mind to not try and go himself 2v1, instead crossing it to Zimmerman, who now takes the corner kick. Open header, but it's over the net. Jean Voltaire with hands on head. Motown now tied 1-1. The Notre Dame product with the goal for FC Motown is that's a foul committed by Jean Voltaire at midfield. Going back to the point about Joe Follett, he's not super inexperienced as center back. He played for the New York Red Bulls too as a center back, but grew up as a striker, so it's not always a position that you're put in where you are running towards your own net with a defender right over your shoulder. Sometimes just need to put the ball out of play and concede the corner, as Motown are on the attack again. Ball looking for Germain, didn't come off. A fun weekend of soccer with the European Championships starting this weekend, a full weekend of FC Motown soccer between the NPSL team and FC Motown STA and USL League 2. All of the home games here on New Logical Sports. '36th minute, 1-1. David Nigro's opener canceled out by Nate Zimmerman. Fall looking for a teammate. Zimmerman, the player chasing after it, but a good job by Joey Zielinski getting it out of danger's way. Nice job by Jean Voltaire, the veteran center back. Not allowing any pressure on that opportunity, as there's a possible chance on the attack again. Really, anytime Motown comes on the attack, it's a chance. As Fall to Germain, his shot blocked by Zielinski, out for a corner kick. If you're just joining us, this is number 1 versus number 2 in the Keystone East Conference. Motown 5 wins, 1 draw, and no losses coming into today. They sit top at 16 points. Jackson Lyons second with 11. As another corner kick, that's not as good as the first one from Zimmerman, but Motown will keep possession on the throw. Follow will come over for the long throw in with numbers still upfield. Jackson looking to take points off of Motown for the second time this season. They drew 2-2 in their first meeting in May. As that long throw in over everybody's head. Motown wanted a handball, not called. Poor touch from Elijah Hope, and Motown could be caught. Offside flag does go up against Anderson. So Motown were a little caught out on that counter by Jackson, but the offside flag goes up for the third time against the visitors, this time against Anderson, who played a couple of years ago actually with FC Motown, one of a few players who has experience for both teams playing tonight. Anderson fighting for it. Has to go backwards to Diaz. Nice ball up to Hott. But it was Jean Voltaire once again in the right spot. And Motown will win the throw. Holland couldn't take it down. It's a nice interception. Fight along the sideline. One back by Motown. Zimmerman with some space. Nice ball to Fall. His back heel to Germain. Germain with the shot right into the chest of De Leon, but some cheeky passes from FC Motown. Nate Zimmerman has been heavily involved in this first half with the goal and a couple of nice through balls as well, as that's a foul against Hope. Nothing more than a talking to, but we might be getting close to our first yellow card of the game. The officials have done a good job of managing so far. Can't be easy running around this turf field in an all-black uniform, but referee's doing a good job so far. It's a cooler afternoon. Now, if this game was happening next weekend when the highs are supposed to be in the 90s, that would be another story. They probably would not be wearing black next weekend. Diaz against Hope. Good touch, the ball on the ground, and Papa Sao recovers to concede the corner. Good crowd on this Father's Day Sunday in northern New Jersey. A scrumptious matchup that we've had so far, with both teams having big chances. A goal apiece as Kenny Hott will take the corner into a good area. Second ball still in and around. Voltaire will get it out, but not fully cleared still. Finally, Danny Cordero will send it off of JC Cortez out for a goal kick. Looks like maybe something was left behind after Voltaire sent that ball high up in the air as he's still down. Now back to his feet. We'll get a drink of water. There's been a couple of water bottles just left around the field. Elijah Hope at the near sideline getting a couple of sips of water as well. Cordero to Jermaine, who's fouled. Last year, these teams met up twice in the regular season. Motown took all 6 points against the Jackson Lions, a 4-1 win in Jackson, a 3-2 win at Montclair State. This year, Jackson has already taken 2 points off of Motown from a winning position. They had the lead, but now what can they do? After seeing it equalized by Zimmerman. Zelensky, one of the couple players tonight who represents the Rutgers Scarlet Knights, as Fala headed that one away. Jermaine unable to win it for Motown as Nigro, the goal scorer, will pick it up. Over to Diaz. 2 defenders coming over. Diaz shimmies. And it's sent back to Nestor Cabrera. His ball in is a good one. All the way across the 18-yard box. And finally, Motown will just get it upfield, allow themselves to reset defensively as they will slide tackle it off. Potential for the counter. Zimmerman wanted the foul called against Vobel, but not called. Ball will now find the West Virginia defender. Anderson has been a little quiet since his hot start to this game, but it has not stopped the Lions from having chances as that ball was played off of the referee, so it will be a drop ball, possession staying with Jackson. That rule, of course, introduced just about a year or two ago, that if the ball hits the referee, whichever team kicked it off of him will get possession. And that was an interesting situation. Referee dropped it for Kenny Hott, but he didn't want to play it. Samoa Germain tried to take it. Hott waiting for Motown to be enough steps away from him before he does accept the drop ball. Nice couple of moves by Diaz, but that's a shank, as we will have no stoppage time at the end of the first half. That will do it. It's a 1-1 tie at half between FC Motown and the Jackson Lions. David Nigro opened the scoring, but an immediate equalizer from Nate Zimmerman, and it's all to play for in the second half. We'll step aside on New Logical Sports. We'll be right back after this, here from Ranger Stadium on the campus of Drew University.
there's the goal. There's the goal. And now he's through and it's a goal. It's a goal for Westmeath.
He's got plenty of space. Nice cut. He gets around the keeper. That's it. Beautiful. Beautiful. Alfaro could be in here on his left leg. Alfaro. Oh my goodness, it's a goal.
Round, but decide to use his college eligibility and come back for another year. There's a goal for Westchester. After all the Motown chances, instead it's Tiago Kanya who opens the scoring. The Iona senior makes it 1-0. Stev Kevin Thallinger as well as Mannon. In the back is Perugi. Has some space, takes the shot, and it sneaks by McLaughlin. Might have been shielded by his own teammates. And finally, Motown ties it up at 1. As well as Garnett now as Kanya comes upfield for Westchester into the box. Backheel flick towards Kanya. It's up Garnett on one side. Rosa steps up and puts it away. 2-1 Westchester Flames. Ball into the box, taken down by Eddie Cheria, gives it up. The shot! There might have been a deflection. McLaughlin was diving one way, went right down the middle instead as Tom Coughlin equalizes. They're looking for a bounce back this year, trying to get back towards a national championship game as Coughlin upfield pulls it back. Coughlin with a shot. Coughlin with another goal. And Motown are ahead. But what a fantastic pass upfield that was. Coach. Ball given away in the box. Across. Hagen can walk it in. And seal the game for Motown. STA Ethan Hagen. The Stevens sophomore makes it 4-2. To Wagner College, Hamline Field, which is where Staten Island ASC plays, but trying to avoid giving up a 5th goal. Ross into the box. Lucas Ross takes the shot off the crossbar and out. Offside flag. Or is that the offside flag? No. They're saying it's a goal. Voltaire. Nice header on. This might be a chance for Torgman. Torgman extra touch. Shoots. Saved. No, it's in. Off the hands of Michelle Paul Weber. Tal Torgman exclamates his debut for Motown with a goal. The Israeli national makes it 1-0. Motown get possession. Nice move around the defender. Ball in towards Hutchinson. And there's the second goal. There's the dagger. Motown will pick up 3 points tonight at home. should be two. So Motown, after trailing 1-0, now have the 2-1 lead at home. And a win tonight for Motown would really prop up the difference between first place and second place. It would move Motown to 19 points, Jackson State on 11. That is an 8-point gap with just a few games left. Motown going to Philly Union next Sunday, and then at Monmouth back home July 6th against the Predators. And by then they could already be crowned as the Keystone champions. That season finale on July 6th against the Westchester Predators. That is the second team of Westchester, with Westchester United playing out of the Keystone West. The two conferences which used to be one, but split into two last year. Only two teams make each conference final, as Hope unable to hold on to it, but Fall picks it up. Trying to get around Cortez is Fall. Instead going backwards. Sometimes you have to go negative to go positive. Nice couple of moves. Flick over the top by Cordero, taken by Fall. Backheel flick, intercepted, and out for a throw-in. So this time, Joe Falla will stay back for the long throw-in. Zach Perez will come up to take it, with numbers going up into the box, including Gene Voltaire. Long throw by Perez. Over the head of everybody. Taken down by Fall. Flick to Zimmerman. Zimmerman around Vobel. The cross. Second ball, and it goes behind for a corner kick. Zimmerman, this time from the far corner. He's had a couple of good services. Another good ball in the area. The header saved by De Leon. If he didn't save it, Kenny Hott was there as well. That's another good chance for Motown, who have come out on the front foot since halftime. The Lions do have some good players on their bench tonight, including Jacob Rubenstein, Jonah Diaz, Andrew G, and Matthew Fuentes. So that plus Marat Kalkap and Aiden Tassoni, they're far from out of this game at 2-1. If they want to call on some players from the bench, they can, as Zimmerman gets the ball for Motown. Nice pass from Cordero, but unable to be held onto by Jermaine. Jules Anderson trying to counter. Motown get right back in position, though, quickly. 53 minutes played. 2-1 in favor of the conference leaders. That's a nice tackle by Cordero. The counter is on Holland with a couple players to either side to choose from. Joe Holland takes it himself right at De Leon. Trying to use those runners as dummies as De Leon rolled that ball straight out of bounds. Quick throw in as Zimmerman has space. Finds Papasau out to his collegiate teammate. Zimmerman with the shot wide, looking for a brace, but Motown once again with pressure. Ball was still rolling. Interestingly, De Leon did that earlier. Referee allowed him to play it quickly while the ball was still rolling, but on that occasion, called it back. Ball looking for Ian Abbey. Nice job, though, by Elijah Hope. Vobel's caught. Did a good job of getting off his feet, though. Nigro gets on the end of it. Goes down, no call. Referee points to the ball. So as if to say, all ball on that occasion. Good job by Ian Abbey, pressuring on that occasion. Abbey, of course, one of their star attackers in the squad for the Lions, 4 goals, and is one of the top tallies in the Keystone Eastern Conference, but hasn't scored since the 3rd game of the season. This is their 7th. Some of that due, though, to missing a match due to a red card after he picked up 2 yellows against Atlantic City FC. And things falling apart a little bit defensively for Jackson. They gave the ball away, which almost resulted in a goal. De Leon has given it away a couple of times, and that time just passed it straight out of bounds on a miscommunication. Nice couple of passes. Cordero with the shot off target. And Motown will make a double change. Papasau is heading towards the sideline, as is Joe Holland. So the go-ahead goal from Joe Holland, he will have to watch the rest of this game from the sideline, though. Eric Ruiz coming in, as well as Luca Campbell. Nice ball, looking for Abbey. Fala overruns it a little bit, but does slow it down enough. Abby picks it up, takes the shot. Always rising, but that's a good chance from the Rutgers attacker. Luca Campbell, the attacker, is on for FC Motown, plays at Stevens Institute of Technology, a Division III school. Had 5 goals, 5 assists in 2023. He made his club debut against the Westchester Predators a couple of games ago. A lot of contact in the back, but nothing called. Meanwhile, Eric Ruiz, this is the second straight day that he's played. He started last night for Motown STA in USL League 2. This time coming off the bench in the NPSL. Ruiz fouled, but advantage played. Zimmerman on the counter has Campbell to his right. Asane Fall is there as well. As Zimmerman slowed down, gets it to Fall, but he was offside. Right idea, but just unable to hold his run that little bit. Campbell, good job getting it back to a teammate. Nice ball on the ground to Cordero. Looking for Fall. He's onside this time, but his shot might have been slowed down a little bit by J.C. Cortez, but also by the slip. Getting towards the 60th minute, go-ahead goal from Joe Holland, the difference right now. With the assist from Danny Cordero, who started the game as the left back, but has slotted into midfield to start the second half and made an impact from that position already. Kenny Hott, nice ball towards Cortez, but Voltaire with the recovery run to clear it out of bounds. As we do reach 60 minutes on the clock, David Nigro's game opening goal has been equaled out, and then the tie broken. It was 1-1 at halftime. Coming into today, the standings in the Keystone East looking like this. FC Motown, first place at 16 points, with the Jackson Lions in second on 11 points. FC Monmouth, with a win over the Philadelphia Union Development Squad last night, moved up to third on 9 points, with Atlantic City sitting in fourth at 7 points, although Atlantic City does have one less game played than FC Monmouth. Nice ball towards Diaz. Perez got his body in front, showing why Perez used to be a USL League One player. Didn't mention it earlier, but of course Motown still looking to figure out their new midfield with Michael Knapp moving pro after last weekend's game against Atlantic City. Michael Knapp signing midweek in USL League One. Obviously impressed with his performances with Motown this summer, but also previous pro experience. We'll get back to that in a moment as Jermaine takes the shot into the arms of De Leon again. Player down for Jackson. That is the 27 of James Watson. That ball given back to Jackson after the injury, so the lines will be able to play out from the back with Abbey, Nigro, and Diaz still the front three. The visitors have yet to make a sub this afternoon against Motown. Motown, meanwhile, have made 3 subs already, including Luca Campbell, Zach Perez, and Eric Ruiz, who have come on. Quick throw in to Schaefer, who will boot it upfield. This has been Schaefer's net this season for FC Motown after he spent the past couple of seasons as the primary backup goalie. Motown onside with Jermaine on the far side as Zielinski was caught far behind the rest of his teammates, but Jermaine couldn't hold on to it and went out of play. Campbell commits the foul, though. It will stay with Jackson as they go quick to Cortez, but with a player down, the referee wants to bring it back. It's just a player tying their shoe, but free kick was taken a little bit too quickly. Over on the far side, can see Coach Torrey Weaver, the assistant for FC Motown, talking to one of their substitutes. Nice ball from Abbey to Cortez. Cortez goes backwards to Cabrera. And all the way back to Watson, who will switch it to Vobel. Motown holding on to this 2-1 lead currently. Looking to stay undefeated at home. Their only drop points this season to this Jackson Lions squad. It's been a closely contested game as expected. Abbey takes it away. Running at Fala. Takes the shot, saved by Schaefer. Good chance from Ian Abbey, but Josh Schaefer read it and was able to get down to his right to make another big save. He made one earlier at 1-0. That denied David Nigro. This time it's denying Ian Abbey. And Schaefer just showing why he has won the Motown Starters net uncontested this year. Nice ball. Pull back. And it hit Zach Perez, who was all the way upfield. As we will finally see Jackson make their first substitution of the game. See who's coming off. It looks like Ryan Vobel. Actually, apologies. That is... I was watching Vobel go towards the Motown bench. It's actually James Watson who is walking from behind the net, not coming to midfield. So that is the first sub of the game used. It's the number 21 of Andrew G, who has come on and is taking the left back position as he will pick up his first touch. Double teamed by Voltaire and Fall. And Fall was looking for a handball, not called. Possession, Jackson. Motown readying their next substitution at the bench. Abbey chests that one down, but fouls Elijah Hope afterwards, just going right on top of the back of the Motown right back. Both teams now readying subs as Watson has finally made his way over to the Jackson bench. Mo Germain, the player coming out for FC Motown. Jules Anderson, the player coming out for Jackson. Not a bad game for Mo Germain, but missed that sitter at the start of the second half. He's very happy that there was a goal scored by Joe Holland. Otherwise, it would still be 1-1. That is Chris Bermudez, who has come on for Motown and will take up a spot in the attack. Bermudez wearing the number 10 this summer for FC Motown. Meanwhile, Jacob Rubenstein is on for Jackson. He does have one brace. That was their last game against the Philadelphia Union Development Squad, but coming off the bench today and having to play that comeback role if they want to steal 2 points again from Motown in their second meeting of the season. Eric Ruiz, great job getting out of pressure. There was a couple of red jerseys around him. Pressure on. Cortez gets it back. And De Leon gets it out of danger's way. 20 minutes plus stoppage time left in this NPSL matchup. Motown looking to extend their conference lead to 8 points. And with 3 games left, extend their lead to 9 points over third place. And set up, if they can hold on to this win, a win and you're in situation against the Philadelphia Union Development Squad next Sunday. Next Sunday, of course, also the start of Copa America for the United States men's national team against Bolivia. Another soccer-filled week and weekend coming up. Fala and Cordero playing a little 1-2 as Coach Dilly Duca watches on from the sideline as his team trying to hold on to this lead. Maybe even extend it if they can, but not on that occasion. Ruiz wins it back. Over to Nate Zimmerman. And now Bermudez, who has some experience with the Red Bulls Academy. A highly talented player, Bermudez. Overlapping run of hope. Picked out. Cross towards the top of the 18. Picked up by Cordero. His pass to Zimmerman. Looking for space. Campbell takes the shot and scores! His first of the summer for Motown. It's Luca Campbell putting an exclamation point for Motown. Who says Division III players can't play with the best of them? Joe Fala, a former Division III standout. Ethan Hagen, who started today, also playing for Stevens, has scored a goal in USL League 2. And Luca Campbell, now scoring a goal for FC Motown as well. And it extends Motown's lead to a comfortable 3-1. That's another assist for Danny Cordero.
Assist, Nate Zimmerman. Hey, Pat, what do you need? Where is it? Oh.
3-1 Motown at home against Jackson. And if they are to steal a point against Motown again this season, they will have to do so from down 2 goals with only about 15 minutes left. That is the type of goal that puts an exclamation on what has been a fantastic start to the season for Motown in the NPSL. 5 wins, 1 draw. No losses, looking to make it 6 wins and extend their win streak to 5 games in a row. Open the season with a win against Atlantic City. Then Drew Jackson, but follow that up with a 2-0 win against the Philadelphia Union Development Squad. A 4-0 against Monmouth. 3-0 against Westchester. Coming off a 2-0 win against last year's runners-up in Atlantic City. There's a ball over the top looking for Perez. Slowing it down up against Vobel. Perez. Ball switched to Zimmerman. Or to Bermudez, actually. Bermudez, the curler, just missed the far post. As Jackson are looking to make another sub. It will be Ian Abbey who comes off. Had that chance at 2-1 to equalize, but Schaefer went low to make the save. Bermudez fighting for the ball. Upfield. Go Jackson, but it's intercepted. And that's a foul committed by Cordero. Motown readying 2 more subs. Jackson readying another. Aiden Tassoni was the player that came on last for Jackson. He has scored in 2 straight games. The Seton Hall midfielder. Would be really important for them to get another goal, as there's a Motown player down behind the ball as Campbell will slow it down. Ball over the top from Bermudez to Campbell. Fresh off of scoring his first goal of the summer for Motown. He gets it back. The return ball. Motown being smart with it. Especially at 3-1. No need to force anything at this point. Although you would like to get another goal just to extend the lead a little bit more, as both teams will be allowed to make their substitutions. Nate Zimmerman off for Motown. He scored early in the game. And Benisane Fall will come off as well. Looks like Tal Torgiman will come on in place of Asane Fall. Torgiman, of course, scored in his Motown debut last weekend against Atlantic City as the long throw from Perez. Up into the air, Torgiman takes it down. Perez has another chance to send the ball into the box. Instead goes on the ground. Good turn. And a little bit slow getting that ball out of his feet was Rodrigo Roca. Came on as a sub. Jackson coming on the counter. It will go out of play just before Schaefer could get there. It's a corner kick. So Rodrigo Roca on for FC Motown offensively, as well as Tal Torgiman. Header off the corner kick by Rubenstein, but unable to get it past Motown's defense. Jackson trailing 3-1 on the road with 10 or so minutes left to go, as they're starting to get frustrated offensively after scoring the opening goal off of Joe Fala mistake in the back. They have given up 3 in a row as Rubenstein takes it off, takes the shot, saved by Schaefer. That shot from the top of the 18-yard box. Elijah Hope over to Bermudez. He'll switch it. Jackson Lions trying to pull a goal back. There's a nice run. Ruiz went down. Rubenstein then is fouled. It's a free kick from about 5 yards or so outside the 18-yard box. Motown players don't agree with that call, but this is a little bit different of a situation than the first half free kick. There's no sun to deal with. Just about similar position as it was on the other side of the field, though. Motown playing more members of the wall this time, with Fala, Campbell, Torjuman, and Ruiz standing in the wall. Kenny Hott standing over the ball, though, is shot off of Joe Fala, and Rocca can pick it up. Motown on the counter. Torjuman cannot hold on to it, though, as it's tackled off by a recovering Lions defender. For Jackson, their schedule does not get any easier. A little bit of a reprieve next Sunday at Westchester Predators, but then another essentially 6-point game Saturday the 29th against Atlantic City FC. An Atlantic City side which one would assume will get themselves into that discussion once again for the second and final spot for a Keystone Conference final, as Diaz plays it off of Schaefer behind for a corner kick. There's still enough time for 2 goals in this one, so you cannot count Jackson out, especially some of the goal totals that we've seen from them this season. Scoring 2 goals against Westchester and Motown. They scored 4 against the Philadelphia Union Development Squad in their last game, as the header by Rubenstein goes out for a goal kick. But these types of stretches are what reminds you that Motown have been the dominant team in the Keystone over the last really 5 or 6 years, even though they didn't used to win the Keystone Conference titles. They would always win postseason, as a yellow card will be shown. Maybe bailed out Gene Voltaire a little bit as his touch was heavy and was taken down. If you're curious about the dominance that I'm alluding to, Motown has won 6 straight Keystone postseason titles, that dating back to when the conference was just 1, including a couple of years where Motown were the 3 seed, and yet upsets in the first round back when it was 4 teams that made it meant Motown hosted a couple of Keystone finals, both here and Montclair State University. The last 2 years, though, have been even more dominant, Motown winning the regular season and postseason titles both years, making it and winning the national championship in 2022, and then finishing regional runner-up to Westchester United a summer ago. A Westchester United team which actually was just on the airwaves of New Logical Sports earlier today in the U.S. ASA final against Lansdowne, a game which Lansdowne won 4-1. The great Pat Murphy streaming that game earlier, then driving to Madison, New Jersey to stream tonight's game, so big shout out to him up on top of the press box tonight. A long day filming multiple finals in the Philadelphia area at the Philadelphia Ukrainian Nationals home. Almost a poor giveaway at the back. Jackson able to get out of danger, though, for the time being, although that's a bad giveaway. The shot saved! Tal Torjuman had a chance, but Rafael De Leon was able to get over and keep it from becoming 4-1. Offside flag up against Rubenstein. And Jackson will use another substitution as Ryan Vobel will come out. Jean Voltaire came up a little slow after that last offside flag. He's just getting a little bit of water. Same for a couple of Motown players. Marat Colcap Jr., the Fordham defender, has come on. As Hope unable to keep that one in. Throw in for Jackson as there's 2 balls in play, but for a very short amount of time, so referee didn't stop the play. Kenny Hott unable to hold on as Motown will come on the counter. That's a nice ball. Rocca on the attack. Has Bermudez with him, switches it out to Bermudez. He'll slow it down a little bit. No need to rush. Although his cross-in was intended for Campbell, didn't get there. Good job defensively as here comes Jackson on their own counterattack. Colcap will claim it. Hold on to the ball for Jackson with just a minute plus stoppage time left, as it looks less and less likely that the visitors will find 2 goals to snatch a point away from Motown for the second time this season. It will be 4 points out of a possible 6 for the hosts against the Jackson Lions this season. And unless something else happens, it is a solid 8-point gap between these 2 squads in the standings. Motown will move up to 19 points in the Keystone Eastern Conference. Jackson will stay on 11 in second place, staying just 2 points clear of FC Monmouth, 4 points clear of Atlantic City. As I mentioned earlier, Atlantic City and Jackson still have to play each other. Motown will finish with the Philadelphia Union Development Squad, then FC Monmouth, who are looking to make their own playoff push, and then finishing here against the Westchester Predators. And what has a chance to be a game that will be all about tuning up heading into the Keystone Eastern Conference Final, as Motown can clinch their spot with a win today and a win on the road against the Philadelphia Union Development Squad, a team that they already beat 2-0, as Rocco was being a little ambitious, trying to hit that ball first time after De Leon, and Jackson gave it away. 90 minutes on the clock. We'll see how much stoppage time there is. But Motown all but certainly heading to 3 points in a 6-point weekend for the club here at Drury University, with 2 very impressive wins. Jackson, of course, were up 1-0, but 3 unanswered from FC Motown. Just showing why they are a team to watch, as Colcap had to go off of his kneecap. Ball upfield, Campbell outside to Rocca. Has a couple of runners in the box if he wants to choose them. Tries the turn and loses the ball. Still no whistle to finish this game off as Diaz will come on the attack. Defended by Fala. Good turn inside by Diaz. His shot was tame. And that will be it. So the last chance of the game goes to Jackson, but it's Motown who will come out victorious with a 3-1 win at home and stay undefeated in the NPSL as they build a sizable 8-point gap between them and the Jackson Lions, the difference between first and second place. Nate Zimmerman with the opener for Motown, the game winner from Joe Holland. And Motown will head to the Philadelphia Union next weekend with a chance to already clinch a Keystone Eastern Conference spot. That will do it for us here on New Logical Sports, though. We hope everyone enjoyed tonight's broadcast. I'm Charlie Burke saying so long. Have a great rest of your Father's Day, folks.